Greetings to everyone. Today we are going to start our unit 1, that is atomic and molecular structure. So, in atomic and molecular structure, we are going to read about atomic orbitals, molecular orbitals, linear combination of atomic orbitals, then molecular orbital energy diagrams of nitrogen and oxygen, then metallic bonding, valence bond theory, molecular orbital theory, crystal field theory, and crystal field splitting the energies of octahedral, tetrahedral, and square wave. So we'll start with our first thing, that is, what is an atom? So you know that matter is anything that takes up space and has mass. So all matter is made up of atoms. So atoms are the building blocks of matter, sort of how bricks are the building blocks of houses. So atom word comes from a Greek word called as atomos, which means something invisible and cannot be divided. So this was coined by Democritus in 450 BC. So it consists of subatomic particles within an atom. So therefore, the name is not appropriate anymore. So what is that atomic structure consists of, or atom consists of? So atoms are made up of smaller particles called electrons, protons, and neutrons. So an atom consists of a cloud of electrons surrounding a small dense nucleus of protons and neutrons. Then electrons and protons have a property called electric charge, which affects the way they interact with each other and with other electrically charged particles. So this is the neutron, which you can see. Okay, so this is the neutrons, which have neutral charge, okay, or they have no charge at all. So it is equal in mass to a proton or weighs 1 AN. Then proton, so this is a positively charged subatomic particle forming a part of the nucleus of an atom and determines its atomic number of an element. So it also weighs 1 AN. Then you have electrons and nucleus. So electrons, it contributes greatly to the atom's charge, as each electron has a negative charge. So you can see here it is negative in nature. So it is equal to the positive charge of a proton. So it is located in shells that surround an atom's nucleus. So nucleus is, this part is called as nucleus. So it is the central part of an atom which is composed of protons and neutrons and contains most of an atom's mass. Okay. Then, so we are going for the history part now, that is atomic history. So if we know the history part, then we will come to know how it was difficult for a scientist to tell about an atom or discover an atom. Okay. So Democritus was the first scientist. So he was a Greek philosopher. He was first to create an atomic model. So according to him, matter can be cut down into smaller and smaller pieces until it reaches the tiniest piece called the atom. Then second scientist was John Dalton. So he has given that atoms of the same elements are identical and atoms are invisible spheres that can neither be created nor destroyed. Okay. So he has given us a bowling ball of atomic model. Then Joseph John Thomson, so he discovered electron in 1897 using a cathode ray tube. Okay. The atoms of any element emit particles with a negative charge. So he came up with the plum pudding atomic model. So it has a sea of positive charges and also electrons. Then Ernest Rutherford, so he was called as the father of nuclear physics. He discovered the nucleus in 1911 when he conducted the gold foil experiment with the help of Hans Bethe and Ernst Master. So he gave us the planetary model of an atom. Okay. So all the positive charges are concentrated in the nucleus. The negative charges revolve around the nucleus. So he came up with the planetary model. Then we had Niels Bohr. So Niels Bohr, born in Copenhagen, Denmark. So his theory was atom is made up of protons which are concentrated in the nucleus. Electrons orbit around the nucleus along the concentric orbital paths and have quantized energy levels, and they can transfer from one orbit to the other. And then James Chadwick, so he discovered neutron in 1932 and he won a Nobel Prize in Physics in 1935. He explained the mass problem of many atoms. Then coming to the differences between an atomic orbital and a molecular orbital. So atomic orbital is a region having the highest probability of finding an electron in an atom. So the probability of finding an electron in an atom is given by psi. It is where you can find the electrons. Okay. Then molecular orbital is the region having the highest probability of finding an electron of a molecule. This is formed by the electron cloud of the atom. This is formed by the fusion of atomic orbitals, nearly of same energy. Then its shape is determined by SPDF, and here it is sigma and pi bonds. Then Schrodinger equation is used here, and here LCO is used, that is linear combination of atomic orbitals. Then it is monocentric and this is polycentric. Then single nucleus affects the electron cloud here, and here two or more nuclei affect the electron cloud. Then we have this differences between classical mechanics and quantum mechanics. So classical mechanics, it deals with the macroscopic particles, whereas quantum mechanics deals with the microscopic particles. So this is based on Newton's law, this is based on Heisenberg's uncertainty principle and de Broglie principle. Then it is based on Maxwell's electromagnetic wave theory, and this is based on Planck's quantum theory. The state of a system is defined by specifying all the forces acting on the particles as well as their positions and velocities. But here the probability of finding the particle at various locations in the space. So here we involve quantum mechanics. Then, what is the structure of an atom? So it has nucleus, already told, nucleus, proton, electron, neutron. Okay. Then how are they related? So number of protons is equal to number of electrons. Number of protons is the atomic number. Number of protons plus number of neutrons is equal to the mass number. And number of neutrons is equal to mass number minus the atomic number. Now coming to the terms and definitions which we should know when we are studying about the atomic structure. That is about orbitals, atomic orbitals, molecular orbitals, wave function, then quantum mechanics, and then node. So all of us have discussed this earlier only. So just these are the definitions. Then coming to the atomic orbitals. So these atomic orbitals we'll discuss in our next class. Thank you.